So after getting through episode 3 of the L Word Generation Q season 3, now we're going to take a look at the trailer for next week's episode, episode 4, Last to Know. So in case you didn't know, this is actually the Halloween episode, and it's the first time in the L Word there's ever been any sort of season or holiday or anything. But if you saw my episode 3 review, you'll know that the timeline is already all kinds of fucked up. So this will probably just throw an even bigger wrench in the works because they're working towards Thanksgiving also, which I can't imagine the state of the timeline by the end of this.
You're gonna end up in jail.
So this character is called Roxy, and I've been told that this character actually went to, I think it was middle school with Dani. So that's why I'm assuming that Sophie knows who she is and saying, oh, they might get in trouble. And I do know that there's a scene coming up where Dani and Roxy, like, basically dance to the Spice Girls. Funnily enough, this character was actually supposed to be played by Demi Lovato, and it got quite far down the line, but I don't know what happened, like whether there was scheduling issues or Demi backed out or whatever it was, but it still is in some of the notes from like scripts and stuff like that. So that's really interesting because there was kind of this big discussion about whether or not they needed to get some sort of signed release for Demi to sing, even though she was singing the Spice Girls. So I'm looking forward to hearing the Spice Girls on the L Word though.
No, they still have you to bail them out. Oh. I thought Zach was the person my mom made up.
Gotta get rid of that before the baby comes. Makes sense though.
Could not be less interested.
You see the mistakes that I've made. So when are you gonna stop punishing me?
Also, I just see the Finley breakup coming. I know it's gonna happen, so I'm just like, let's just get this over with, because there's been so much Finley. I feel like now that they're I mean, I always feel this way, like, you know, all the breakup, makeup, blah blah blah, but I wonder what direction Finley's gonna go in, because I have a feeling like Sophie's just gonna move on quickly to someone she seems to be like someone that jumps from relationship to relationship. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Finley.
Who's that? I'm gonna go check it out.
So Alice is going on a date with Joey Lauren Adams, so that should be interesting. I'm assuming all of this takes place on like Halloween night, and Alice and Joey Lauren Adams are like watching a movie or something.
No, I don't think I can do that.
So that end there does not bode well. I mean, the fact that Shane was like railing Kehlani does not bode well for Shane and Tess's relationship. But God knows how long they will drag this out, because as I said in my episode 3 review, I can't get behind the Shane and cheating storyline. I mean, it is literally the same storyline for the last 20 years. So I'm really not too interested, to be honest. I think that we're gonna see like Dani in this episode, like, oh, maybe, you know, going out and like trying to let off some steam, because, you know, in one episode they just like drove Dani and Gigi like into, I don't know, the side of a mountain. It honestly, if you haven't seen my episode 3 review, go check that out. And of course I'll be covering everything whether I like it or not for the rest of the season. But I may start to dial down some of the coverage, because there's only so many times I can say, like, I'm not behind Tess cheating. What happened to Dani and Gigi? When are Bet and Tina coming back? So we'll see what's going to happen. Let me know down in the comment section what you are looking forward to next episode and what you think is going to happen in our first holiday L Word episode. Make sure you're following me over on social media and subscribed here, because if you're subscribed, like, and comment, you'll be entered into my advent calendar, L Word advent calendar Christmas draw to win a bunch of L Word goodies. Check out my Patreon and my merch store, and as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.